The 2026 BMW iX is here, and it's BMW's most confident statement yet that electric luxury doesn't have to feel fragile, complicated, or experimental. This is the kind of SUV that's built to feel expensive every single second you're in it, whether they're crawling through city traffic or eating up miles at highway speed. At first glance, the 2026 BMW iX doesn't chase attention with wild angles or sci-fi drama. Instead, it leans into presence, tall, planted, and unmistakably premium in the way it carries its mass. It looks like a modern flagship SUV should: substantial, clean, and designed to look right in front of a high-end hotel or charging station. And the biggest shift for 2026 BMW iX buyers isn't just styling, it's the sense that this vehicle is maturing into a polished luxury tool. BMW has been refining how an EV should behave day to day, and the 2026 BMW iX is meant to feel like a finished product, not a tech demo with leather seats. If you've been waiting for an electric SUV that feels calm, heavy in a reassuring way, and genuinely comfortable for real adults in real life, the 2026 BMW iX aims right at that target. It's built for people who want modern tech, but they also want silence, stability, and a cabin that feels like it was designed by people who actually drive. The 2026 BMW iX sits in a very specific lane. It's not trying to be a hard-edged performance machine first, and it's not trying to be a minimalist gadget on wheels. It's a luxury SUV that happens to be electric, which is exactly what a lot of buyers want in 2026. BMW's EV strategy has always been about keeping the driving experience familiar while making the tech feel natural. In the 2026 BMW iX, that shows up in the way the controls are laid out, the way the screens work with the cabin instead of dominating it, and the way the vehicle responds without feeling twitchy or artificial. Step inside the 2026 BMW iX, and the first impression is space. Not just legroom, but visual space. Open lines, a wide dashboard, and a seating position that feels airy without feeling like a minivan. It's the kind of interior that makes you relax before you even start rolling. The materials in the 2026 BMW iX are meant to communicate modern luxury: clean textures, soft surfaces where your hands actually land, and a design that looks expensive without shouting about it. Everything is arranged to feel premium and intentional, with a calm, uncluttered flow across the cabin. The front seats in the 2026 BMW iX are designed for long drives, not short test drives. You sit in a way that feels supportive and natural, and the cabin layout makes it easy to settle in, set your climate, set your route, and just move through your day. From the driver's seat, the 2026 BMW iX focuses on clarity. You get a wide view forward, a modern digital interface, and a sense that the SUV was engineered to reduce stress. A quiet cabin, stable ride, and quick access to the features you'll actually use. The passenger side of the 2026 BMW iX is equally important because this is a luxury SUV meant to carry people comfortably. The dash design and seating space make it feel like both front occupants are getting the same premium experience, not just the person behind the wheel. In the back, the 2026 BMW iX is built for adults. Rear passengers get a seating area that feels properly sized, with space for legs and shoulders, and an overall sense that this vehicle was designed for real families, real airport runs, and real weekend trips. Cargo matters in an SUV like the 2026 BMW iX, and the layout is meant to be usable, not just impressive on paper. It's designed to handle everyday life, groceries, luggage, gear, without forcing you to play a puzzle game every time you load up. Now let's talk about what the 2026 BMW iX is like on the road, because this is where the personality becomes clear. The immediate EV response is there, but BMW tunes it to feel refined, with smooth power delivery instead of a jerky surge. In city driving, the 2026 BMW iX feels surprisingly easy to place for a big luxury SUV. Steering is precise without being nervous, and the quiet drivetrain makes stop-and-go traffic feel less like a chore and more like a smooth glide through your route. On open highways, the 2026 BMW iX is where you start to understand the value of a well-insulated electric platform. Wind noise is minimized, road noise is kept under control, and the SUV feels like it's built to cruise for hours without wearing you out. BMW also focuses on stability, and the 2026 BMW iX feels planted at speed. The weight is managed in a way that supports confidence, especially when you're changing lanes, passing, or dealing with uneven pavement that would make lighter vehicles feel jittery. Take the 2026 BMW iX onto a mountain road, and it doesn't pretend to be a sports car, but it does feel composed. Body control stays tidy, torque makes climbing effortless, and the ride remains calm even when the road starts asking questions. In desert landscapes, the 2026 BMW iX feels like the perfect environment for an EV. Quiet, smooth, and unbothered by heat shimmer and long straight stretches. It's the kind of drive where the cabin becomes your private lounge while the scenery rolls by. From scenic overlooks and rolling hills, the 2026 BMW iX gives you that premium arrive and breathe vibe. It looks expensive parked, and it feels like a modern luxury object that's designed to fit in anywhere, from nature to city lights. At night in the city, the 2026 BMW iX leans into a different kind of luxury, calm confidence. The lighting, the screens, and the quiet powertrain make it feel like you're moving through the world with less friction, less noise, and more control. Even in a clean, studio-style outdoor setting, the 2026 BMW iX shows how careful BMW is about proportions. It has the stance and volume you expect from a flagship SUV, but the surfaces are controlled and modern, designed to look premium from every angle. Let's get more specific about the technology experience in the 2026 BMW iX, because this is where a lot of luxury EVs either impress you or annoy you. BMW's approach is to make tech feel integrated, so your daily routine doesn't become a menu hunt. The display layout in the 2026 BMW iX is meant to be readable at a glance. Information is presented cleanly, and the cabin design supports the idea that you can enjoy the tech without feeling like you're driving a computer lab. Climate comfort in the 2026 BMW iX is a big part of the ownership experience, especially in places with hot summers and cold winters. A luxury SUV has to maintain a stable, comfortable cabin without constant adjustment, and that's clearly part of the mission here. Sound and silence are both luxury, and the 2026 BMW iX is designed to give you the choice. You can enjoy your music in a calm cabin, or you can simply enjoy the quiet and let the SUV feel like a moving sanctuary. When it comes to real-world range and charging, the 2026 BMW iX is all about making EV life feel normal. The goal is not perfection on a spec sheet, it's confidence on a busy week when you don't want to think about energy planning every day. The best EVs are the ones that don't add stress, and the 2026 BMW iX aims to be that. It's built to be predictable efficiency, predictable comfort, and predictable performance, so it feels like a reliable luxury tool, not a fragile experiment. Now, the real-world driving impact hits hardest when you think about how you actually use a vehicle like the 2026 BMW iX. It's the commute, the school run, the airport trip, the dinner reservation, the weekend escape, and it has to handle all of that smoothly. In day-to-day motion, the 2026 BMW iX feels like it's filtering out the rough edges of driving. You're less aware of engine vibration because there isn't any, less aware of shifting because it's seamless, and more aware of how stable and quiet the cabin is. The ride quality is where the 2026 BMW iX earns its luxury badge. Over broken pavement, it aims to stay composed and controlled, giving you that high-end SUV feeling of isolation without becoming floaty or disconnected. When you need quick passing power, the 2026 BMW iX delivers it in a way that feels effortless. You press, it moves. No drama, no waiting. Just immediate, smooth acceleration that makes highway driving feel safer and more confident. Parking lots and tight city spaces are the reality for most owners, and the 2026 BMW iX is designed to make that less intimidating. Good visibility, helpful cameras and sensors, and a predictable steering response make it feel manageable even when space is limited. For families, the 2026 BMW iX is about comfort and calm. Rear seat space, easy access, and a quiet ride can change the entire mood of a trip. And this SUV is clearly aiming for that everyone arrives relaxed result. For professionals, the 2026 BMW iX fits the role of a rolling office without feeling sterile. Quiet cabin, stable ride, premium materials, and tech that supports navigation and communication all add up to a vehicle that makes long days easier. And if you're the type of buyer who cares about design, the 2026 BMW iX brings a modern look that doesn't feel like it will age overnight. It's contemporary, but it's not built on gimmicks, which usually means it holds its appeal longer. So, who should actually buy the 2026 BMW iX? It's ideal for someone who wants a luxury SUV first, space, comfort, presence, and wants electric power because it improves daily life with smoothness and quiet, not because it's a trendy badge. If you want the sharpest handling or the most aggressive performance character, the 2026 BMW iX might not be your first pick. But if your definition of premium is calm, confident motion and a cabin that feels like a high-end living space, it makes a strong case. If you're cross-shopping other luxury electric SUVs, the 2026 BMW iX stands out with its BMW approach, solid road manners, thoughtful cabin design, and an overall feel that's built around real driving, not just touchscreen bragging rights. Think about your routine. If you do lots of highway miles, if you value quiet, if you carry passengers regularly, and if you want a luxury experience that feels stable and mature, the 2026 BMW iX is aimed exactly at you. The smartest way to buy the 2026 BMW iX is to prioritize the version and options that match your lifestyle. Focus on comfort features, driver assistance that makes your commute easier, and the interior configuration that fits your family or business needs. Also consider your charging situation, because that's what makes EV ownership feel effortless. With reliable home charging or consistent workplace charging, the 2026 BMW iX becomes the kind of SUV you simply use, like any other luxury vehicle. At the end of the day, the 2026 BMW iX is about a specific kind of modern luxury. Less noise, less effort, more smoothness, and a cabin that feels like a calm upgrade to your entire week. It's not trying to be everything, it's trying to be excellent at the life most owners actually live. And that's the real reveal. The 2026 BMW iX isn't just an electric SUV, it's BMW's vision of what a premium daily vehicle should feel like in 2026. Quietly powerful, genuinely comfortable, and designed to make every mile feel cleaner, calmer, and more confident.